I'm with Ben Cooper, the controller of Radio 1 at the Radio Festival. You're on stage with Zane Lowe just now. You seem like you really missed the bloke.
Yeah, Zane and I go well back. I knew him before he joined Radio 1 over a decade ago. And we used to have conversations about music and radio, etc. And so, yeah, it was great to see him. Haven't seen him for a couple of months. And so, yeah, it's good to catch up and actually have a proper conversation.
At the time when Beats 1 was announced, Radio 1 seemed publicly to be a bit worried or concerned about it. Are you worried now you've heard it and now you've seen what it's like?
I'm not worried. I think hopefully we can be complementary. Hopefully we might even work together in the future. I think we're both ambitious and we both love music, and so that's enough to start any relationship, I think. And I think, you know, the great thing is with Radio 1, it is almost local radio for the UK. It is, you know, when you're talking about radio stations now becoming global radio stations, well, we have all of those assets that you and I would recognise from our early days of growing up in local radio, whether that be ILR or local BBC radio. It's that sense of community, it's a sense of the zeitgeist, it's a sense of a collection of a community together. And that's what Radio 1 can do in the UK for young people, about playing the music that they love or talking about the things that they care about. And so I think that's why we're complementary, because, you know, Beats 1 is a global radio station. You know.
And Zane was almost talking it down a bit. He said he wasn't here to promote it because it's not ready to be promoted. It seems a bit of an odd thing for them to say.
I think what you got from Zane was a very honest conversation. You know, I think Apple are notoriously, you know, quite sort of strict on what they say about things, and you got from Zane a really honest account of going, you know what, I've started a radio scratch for the world. You know, and from day one, I'm being like going, right, okay, we've got studios to sort out, we've got ISDN lines to sort out, we've got all sorts of things to sort out, and I think what you got from him was that just honesty of saying, do you know what, it's hard work, and we're learning as we're going along.
And have you changed anything from Beats 1 launching at Radio 1?
No, I think what we have done is, again, just remind ourselves of that sort of what I call healthy paranoia. If you have a healthy paranoia that your audience is about to disappear or fall off a cliff, if you have a healthy paranoia that some technology is going to come along and disrupt your marketplace, then you're always on your mettle, you're always on your tips of your toes sort of thing. And so I think for me and my team, it's going, how do we make sure we can be as ambitious as possible when it comes to creating new content around bands and artists, or delivering new technologies or new ways of delivering content to our audiences. And for me, that's exciting, and I welcome that competition.
And another one of your former proteges, Chris Moyles, launched his new show last week. Have you heard any of it yet?
Do you know what? I forgot to listen on the first day. I woke up and I was like, I got a couple of text messages going, oh, you've just been mentioned. I was like, it's today, isn't it? I tried to listen on the website and I couldn't get that going. Apparently, he'd managed to crash the internet or something like that. So I have yet to listen, but I wish him all the very best because he's a good man and he's glad that he's back on the airwaves.
You don't miss having things thrown at you at 4:30 in the morning on the early show then?
No, I don't. Good to speak to you.
Thanks. Cheers, Ben.